Peace, y'all. Ooh. Y'all see I got on my rich auntie robe, so y'all know it's late. This is another one of those videos that I'm capturing right before bed, and I think that's pivotal. I want to reflect on the energies that are brought to me today, and it's so beautiful because I'm happy that I'm consistent with the daily shift because now a lot has changed. The mindset of how I predicted this week upcoming, so now it's Sunday, right? So, what I would predict Monday to look like, or even Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Like last week, Friday, I projected it to go different, and just in this weekend, which I knew was going to be a lot of shifts from the second to the seventh. I knew there was going to be a lot of shifts. I've been warned by three separate spiritual entities in a way to just embrace the prosperity, to embrace the positivity, to embrace the transition, to embrace the unknown, to embrace myself completely. And that means what I want to do. And through doing that, I'm realizing how God is basking me with so much abundance. For example, today I did something different. I actually sat and took pictures of my car and cleaned it up yesterday and got it all nice, and actually got the pictures together. In my head, I wanted it to be for my mother, but then the more I pondered on it, I'm like, they're not even in a position to receive it. So for some people, that might be their blessing. Like, I have a total of 4 people that are serious, that are lined up hour to hour to get this card that I thought held no more value. And not saying it doesn't hold value, it still is loyal, very reliable. I never had an issue with my car. I just feel like the issue is that I'm outgrowing it at this point, and outgrowing what I needed to provide for me. So it becomes more of a liability. But for someone, that can be all that they need. If someone is taking Uber or the bus to get around, that car would definitely serve them so well. So to be able to present someone with that, and also give an affordable price for me and them, and then have like y'all, I don't even know if I want to go viral because I'm always want to upkeep with everyone singly. And only reason why I wouldn't want to go to viral is because I know today I was overlooking the amount of people reaching out claiming that they're serious about wanting to buy my car. Like, it's just wow. It made me just want to sit down and just really kind of not be into it. But then on the first day, obviously, it's something that I did right. And energetically, I feel like it was very much me separating from not feeling like I needed anything, from the material of my car to also the job and just the idea of working, just because I'm transitioning and just moving on to something greater. Sometimes God makes it for me to still be able to do things that I need to do. So even with me working and finding ways to make ends meet, it would still be conducive to what is first for me. And sometimes it can look like videos, or sometimes it could look like my raps, or sometimes it could look like work online, and just building my brand or building my knowledge, building my research based knowledge on what it is that I desire for my future and just for my mindset. But definitely wanted to highlight that because, man, I actually went up on the price that I thought initially. And just to see the reaction and actually to recognize that it's still a great deal, it's like believing in myself first made me feel like, wow, that made the opportunity, because the amount of money that I'm going to get for this car in particular is equivalent to a lot of work for me, and I feel like it's just a fair exchange. Shout out to Lolo for still being consistent and still being a down car that is always providing me with blessings. I feel like everything that I acquire is blessed, but that car in particular has been extremely blessed, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have it. So maybe I'll put a little clip or a video of it, that you'll be able to really see and like get an energy of the car, because this car is a car that in my head initially I thought that I would keep, but the more I think of the liability, like they're about to suspend my license because of the sake of me not necessarily being able to take the car. So for example, if you're not going to drive your car, you don't need insurance. But with Florida, they're saying that regardless of the circumstance, if you have a Florida tag connected to a VIN of an active car that is in your name with your name on the title, and you don't have an active car insurance, they will suspend your license. So that means me being connected to this particular car that I barely use would still be in liability to me wherever I'm at. And if I'm in like internationally, and I'm basing all of my travels on this ID, and now it's suspended because of a car. It makes me feel like that, on top of so many other things, like my tag. I haven't been in Florida and lived in Florida consecutively for over 2 years. So the fact that I still have a Florida tag, which is automatically higher car insurance, is like a connection that made me feel like I'm ready to start anew. And if I don't find that where I'm going next, then I know that when I come back, I would love to just start anew in a place that I know is more fitting, and just building from that rather than having to have all these memories. Like I mentioned before, this car is the only car I've ever had since high school. So all my exes have been in this car, all my friends, all the memories from like literally high school to college to just travels from Utah and all these things. Has been so grateful because my car is still good mileage, because before my travels I really didn't do it. But people associate me with this Honda Civic, so it's like a new level of transition, and it feels so prosperous. Definitely got to give a recognition to that. So I'm gonna add the clip right now of the Honda and seeing the vibrations of it. So yeah, so considering that, I'm grateful for that, and I do want to be able to just pull one card because I know I like to incorporate some spiritual energy for validation. Today we're gonna pull the Oracle card, the Earth Warrior. This one fell out again. I pulled this one before, so I'm actually gonna pull the one on top. It's a little deck. Some people don't pull these when these fall, but I really do it in my own way. So this is the one we got. I love this one right here too. I love these cards. So it say hopeful heart, see her sign. So this is definitely what I'm engaging in, and I love that they say they have a heart of an ox, because I feel like, that's so significant. It's very powerful, but power is beauty, right? Isn't that a good thing? Or so you think, but then there's also the element of freedom within that element, and even with her eyes closed and with her eyes open, it's a perfect balance. So yeah, that went out. I'm assuming those are not really one of the cards I could highlight, but I just want one card, angels. Could y'all give me one card to really coincide with the energy of what I need to express? Just one card. Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here. I had to really pick up my energy to get out of bed, because when I get the rich auntie robe on, just know I was cozy in my bed. And then I recognize that if I don't record my video before I go to sleep, it's not going to hold the same vibration. So that's why I continue to move through and just do it, because it will matter to me. I never know what I may say, but these days all they doing is just going away, and everything's moving so fast. So as I say this, full moon, by the time the full moon come around, things are really going to be shifting, and I feel this new moon now more than ever. But it's a turquoise changing woman. Beautiful, 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 deep insight, and it's kind of correlating to that other card that we just pulled. What's that? Divine intersection between heaven and earth, or something similar to that, with just incorporating that freedom, but also aligning that to you and your wisdom, and just also the spirituality. Like the full moon in the back is very impactful, but it's still a calm behind that. So we're gonna go ahead and use this card tonight, though, because this card was definitely what stood out to me. Pono, immeasurable power of the heart way. Changing woman, we definitely going through some changes, y'all. I know I'm not alone, y'all. So how y'all feeling about it? Tired? Y'all tired? Y'all, for real though, man, we getting through this thing one day at a time, one moment at a time, just being present, being grateful, and definitely being aware of what you need and what's not necessarily aligned. We shifting, and we really jumping off from bridges to, from buildings to buildings type energy. That's what we on right now. Like we leaping on some like Marvel character type shit, like leaping from buildings in New York on some Spider-Man shit, but we don't even got the webs. We jumping off these buildings and just praying that the hops and the momentum is getting us there. That's what we on right now. But we doing that shit though. We hitting that shit, and let me stop cursing. We gonna take it back spiritual, but y'all already know, y'all. I'm from Miami, so if y'all didn't know, it's the culture. Shout out to 305, you already know. So it say, the heart has the power to heal in a way that the mind cannot understand. Do not allow your mind to distract or frighten you. You are a beautiful child of the universe, and divine love lives within your heart. A willing heart is all that you need to transform any situation that is troubling you. Recognizing this power does not invoke feeling of pressure or anxiety, but rather of peace and joy. Lightness of heart and relief of mind are here for you now. And I love that, because that reassures me that out of all these, like, over some 30-40 people that I'm communicating with that want my one car, I know that things are going to go my way. And here I am posting it earlier because I was thinking it was going to take longer to really get this recognition. And, you know, it's catapulted me to a place where I could actually take the time to relax. Like, all this work I was doing last week, I was feeling it. And what I'm going to get, comparison to what I'm going to get through investment and working smarter, is like quadruple. And I still get to relax. You know, I'm grateful for opportunities that present like that. And for you, all the people out there that have done hard work or has grown through so many elements of self, and you're still going, you're still finding something to believe in and to trust and to inspire you to keep motivated, to be creative and to express yourself. Shout out to us, because that's who it's for. Today I had another beautiful talk that, and I'm going to tie out with that with my brother, where I realized he's a Sagittarius as well, but I realized that I'm in a place to not only give him like a motivational speech on how to live your life and how to embrace your destiny, but also be a living proof, because I've been speaking things that I'm living right now since I was 21. I knew that I wanted to explore, and I feel like to be able to experience things now, it's like, yes, I get to enjoy the reality of it, but it's also like being influential. And I would never forget that talk. I didn't even expect, every time I talk to my brother now, he's about to be 18 at the end of this year, I realized just how insightful we can be. So it made me feel like, man, why did I take so long to really tap into myself? And I give him all the confidence needed, at least that I can offer, for him to realize that it's something powerful in just expressing your message, especially to others like you, whether you know it or not. That's something that people take and go so far with. So y'all know that's why I'm here. I hope this got y'all to bed, because y'all know we posting this early, but we about to slumber right now. This schedule is working for me, because I always feel the need to record, but sometimes I get thrown with uploading it at certain times and just things of sort of how my day go, especially with how my schedule was. But we definitely gonna continue to evolve. I got some new things I'm working on, because I know y'all got used to this little intro. Is y'all singing it? We ain't selling for nothing less than lavish. I already know what time it is. Hey, but definitely I'm tired, definitely ready to go rest, and I'm grateful for y'all for sticking with me through all this. Even if this y'all first video, y'all watched all this with me, that says something. That has something to do with you at this point. So I appreciate you, and it's all good energy, all good vibes, all growth, and all real. I see y'all tomorrow. Peace.